In this example, we are asked to determine whether the geometric series given in part 1, part 2, part 3 are convergent or divergent. The meaning of divergent means same as does not converge. In order to be convergent series, in order to be a convergent series, you need the common ratio r between minus 1 and 1. R between minus 1 and 1. Okay, so that means the first thing to do is to check R. So here R is, you can take A2 divided by A1. So you take 3 divided by 9, right? So it gives you 1/3. So 1/3 is between minus 1 and 1. So this one should be convergent. So this one is convergent. So you can talk about S infinity. S infinity is A over 1 minus R. A is the first term 999, right? So it should be 999 over 1 minus 1/3. You work this out, it should give you 2997 over 2. So the answer is convergent and it gives you 2997 over 2. Let's look at part 2. Part 2, you could try to work out the common ratio. So you should take second term 1 over 16 divided by 1 over 32, right? So it's same as 1 over 16 times 32 over 1. It gives you 2, which is more than 1. If it's more than 1, that means it's not between minus 1 and 1. To be convergent, it has to be between minus 1 and 1. Then you can talk about sum to infinity. So you can say divergent. Divergent, that means you cannot find sum to infinity. So diverge. Let's look at the part 3. Part 3, R will be e power 2010 divided by e power 2011. So it gives you 1 over e. And you recall that e is 2.71 something. So this is 1 over 2 point something, 2.7 something. So it should be less than 1. Half is 0.5, so this one is definitely less than 1. So that means it's convergent. That means you converge because the common ratio is between minus 1 and 1. So we can talk about sum to infinity. Sum to infinity is A over 1 minus R. A is e power 2011. R is 1 over e, so it's minus 1 over e. So this one you can rewrite it as e 2011 over e minus 1 over e. So it gives you e 2011, then you can invert it times e over e minus 1. So with that, you can combine it. To give you, final answer is e power 2012 over e minus 1. E power 2011 times e over e minus 1, you take this as e power 1. Then you use a_n times a_n equal to a_n plus n. So that's why it's e power 2011 plus 1 over e minus 1. So it's e power 2012 over e minus 1. So that's the final answer.